Hi, in the spirit of recording everything that I read, I wanted to uh, talk about this really slim booklet that I got from Ramakrishna Mission. This is flashes from Sri Sarada Devi. Sri Sarada Devi was the spiritual consort, the wife of Sri Ramakrishna, and she was, of course, very spiritually accomplished in her own right. Now, a little bit of background. So, during Durga Puja, ever since I was a child, I used to go to Ramakrishna Mission, and there I would. I mean, me, my brother, whichever kids were taken there, all of us would get a certain amount of money, and we had to go and buy books. Now, in Ramakrishna Mission, the the kind of books you get there are of course quite spiritual and things like that, but some really interesting storybooks and even other kinds of books, but really cheap. Even today, as of right now, you get books that range between 3 rupees and 6 rupees, etc. The whole point is that this kind of spiritual knowledge should be easily available to people. And well, that was that. So this time, after a long time, I went to Ramakrishna Mission with my father, and there were all these slim volumes, and I picked these up. And I have been exposed to some writings by Swami Vivekananda and all for a while, but I hadn't really read a lot about or by Sri Sarada Devi. And this kind of booklet is called, I mean, it's really slim. It must be 20 pages, if that. And it's really small and slim, and it's called Flashes. But essentially, these are just her observations about certain aspects of spiritual practice. And a lot of the one that I picked up, it's on jap meditation. Basically, just the repetition of a particular chant and of a particular mantra, and the whole point of doing that is to quieten and steady the mind, and a steady mind is actually indicative of a pure mind. So the way a chant or a mantra jap will work is to detoxify your mind. And if you have lived many lifetimes, the understanding is that your mind has carried a lot of thought patterns, and for that to change, you need the potency and the regularity of the mind just churning with something. And that churn anyway usually happens with some kind of a stray or idle thought or worry. So the idea is to replace that with a mantra. And I was strangely fascinated with the language. It is so simple, and um, frankly, there's nothing really new, but there is something about the way, perhaps it's the time of the year when I brought it, but there's something about the way it connected with me, that you know uh, that there's nothing uh, mysterious about the success of meditation or something. It is just discipline, and discipline is just showing up for what you have promised to do. And it is perhaps in this simplicity that its prowess lies, but yes. So this was a really quick, slim read, but it is something to probably go back to off and on, and to follow and practice, because that is the point. Well, thank you, and happy pujo.